I'm CubaFlowers, the Chief Information Officer with Privateer Holdings. We are a private equity firm specializing in cannabis. So we produce, we package, and we manufacture, we distribute, and we also work in cannabis information with our Leafly brand. Yeah, so we have some interesting challenges in our industry in that the regulatory landscape fractures the markets that we deal in quite a bit. So we operate in Canada, which is a federally legal program. Very different situation than in America, where we are not federally legal, but we are state legal. So in Acumatica, what we're really looking for in terms of an ERP is one that's very flexible, one that gives us a core bit of functionality where we can handle manufacturing and distribution of our products, but that we can customize for each particular market because the regulations vary by market. So we were an ERP partner. We looked at some bigger players like the SAP. We looked at NetSuite as well, but we wanted a mid-sized market partner that could move quickly. So we like how many releases come out with Acumatica. We like being able to have a strategic partnership with them so that we can affect their roadmap. And I have a software developer background. So what I'm looking for is the ability to deploy quickly, to be able to affect the roadmap so that we can wrap those features into our problem space, because the flexibility is paramount in our industry. We have to move fast. Regulations change all the time. New states come online in the US market. New countries are coming online globally. So I wanted a partner that could really keep up with how fast we move. I want to be the best tech team in cannabis, and we really need an ERP to help us drive that, to organize our manufacturing. So our most robust Acumatica deployment in a market is in Canada right now. So the federally legal program. We have a 60,000 square foot grow op up there. Produce about 180 pounds of cannabis a week, somewhere thereabouts, depending on how much we've set or how much of the facility we're using at any given time. And it's a pretty complicated operation, right? The rooms have to be turned over. There's all kinds of supply management. After the harvest, then we have an entire track of extracting some of that into oil. Some of it we export internationally. Some of it we ship directly to patients in Canada. So we have these different channels and a lot of people, 165 people in the facility doing all of this work, and data is absolutely paramount. In this industry, we learn a lot as we go. This is not a super established industry. So producing cannabis at scale is a fairly new thing to do. And all of our competitors are learning at a quick rate. So the data is really, really key. We have to look at that data all the time to make our operation efficient, make sure our costs are kept down, and make sure our product is super high quality. Because all we produce in Canada is medical grade and pharma grade. So in America, we want to take that Acumatica learning, the learning from the ERP, the management of our business, and replicate it in each US market in which we can operate. Because in the US or even internationally, you can't ship anything across a border anywhere. So we have to recreate the supply chain from the ground up, recreate the manufacturing, distribution, and sell all that product into the specific market. So it's almost like taking a business, cookie cuttering it into other markets, but tweaking it to be compliant with the regulations in that particular market. So you can see where a flexible ERP and one that moves quickly is really paramount, because we're breaking new ground every day. One thing that really attracts me to Acumatica is, as I sit down and talk with John, it's clear that the company is really built by technologists. My software teams are run extremely modern. They run full DevOps, automated pipelines, all the modern strategies of software development, and we want our ERP not to lag very far behind in that method. So I can talk with John and he understands that language, whereas SAP, they tend to work with customers, or NetSuite, maybe NetSuite less so, but SAP works with customers that are very large, like my previous gig at Nike. We had huge installations that took, every 6 months we would release. I want to be releasing every month. So working with a modern platform that's based on AWS, which is where we run our production software, is just a great fit, because it's more nimble. I'm looking for flexibility over anything else, so Acumatica is a great partner for that.